gonna get a bitch addicted to you? Come over here. Disclaimer, we're talking about bitches today because if it's a real woman and she knows her worth, she's not gonna go for it. Number one, minimal to no compliment. The bitch thinks she's already the shit, so you giving her a compliment is gonna make her think she's really the shit, and now she's on a pedestal. It's not gonna work. Save your compliments. If she's pretty, she hears them every day and it's gonna have no impact for you, and then in her mind, she's gonna think you're the same as these other lames. Number two, don't respond to her messages for a few hours. You're busy. I know you're playing 2K. Don't respond. She's gonna think that you have better things to do and that maybe you're talking to other bitches. Yes. Number three, plan the date far in advance. I know it's gonna be hard because you really wanna see the bitch, but try to control yourself. You are busy. You are seeing other girls. You pull out your calendar and you look and you're like, oh, okay, your turn in a month. Yes, that's good. Number four, challenge her on what you're looking for in a woman. I know some of you are still stuck on beauty and pussy, but hopefully you know you're evolving. Tell her exactly what you want.
All right, guys, shout out to Melly Malco, man. She's always trying to help the guys with the bitches. All right. Anyway, so the first thing she talks about is no compliments, right? Now, here's the thing. I think guys in general don't really know how to give compliments, okay? Because there's one thing to describe someone and there's another thing to tell someone how you feel about them aesthetically. You get what I'm saying? And here's what I mean. A lot of guys will go up to a woman and say, oh my gosh, you're so pretty. A woman hears that all the time and chances are she already thinks she's pretty. So you're not giving her any new information. A real good compliment from a guy that knows what he's doing gives a little bit more information about the guy. You understand? So the thing is that if you want to give a compliment, you might want to say, man, you know, your face has a familiarity to it. Like I remember when I was growing up and there was this beautiful lady in my church named Sister Jenkins. And you know what? You look like you would be her daughter or something, because Sister Jenkins was the finest woman in my church. And you would pass for her daughter, I swear. You see what I'm saying? I know it sounds crazy, but it's a more interesting way to tell somebody that they're beautiful. Right. Or you could say to yourself, you know, the country I come from, you are the image of beauty in my country. You understand? So then that leads to, oh, so what country do you come from? Or where's your family from? That compliment goes from not only you telling her something about herself that's a compliment or that, you know, makes her feel beautiful. But now it also sparks intrigue on, you know, who are you? Where are you from? And she's going to have interest. She's going to have an interest in you now. It's not just about her being beautiful. Now you're sparking her interest to find out more about you. You see what I'm saying? You can say something like this. In the culture that I grew up in, you are the epitome of the standard of beauty. That's crazy. Where's your family from? You see what I'm saying? Because now she's going to want to tell you about where she's from, and she might ask where you're from because you're talking about your culture, right? So it's not like, oh, hey, you're cute and that's it. She already knows that, bro. She looked at herself in the mirror before she left the crib and she already know how cute she is. And a bunch of dudes already said that. You understand? But if you let her know that all the beautiful women in your culture look just like her, she's going to want to know, well, what culture is that? And does it match my culture? And let me tell you where my family's from and where is your family from? And you see what I'm saying? There's a little bit of depth to the compliment. It's an open-ended compliment, so it can spark another piece of the conversation. You get what I'm saying? What a lot of guys do is they give a close-ended compliment, they just say, oh, you're cute. Oh, you're pretty. And it's like, you got to be more interesting than that, guys. So take my advice and talk about your culture. Talk about where you're from. Talk about you growing up as a kid. Talk about the standard of beauty and certain other things that can spark more of a conversation. All right. Another reason why doing compliments that way is better is because you don't necessarily put her up on a pedestal. You actually pedestal yourself. You actually pedestal your own culture. You pedestal your own thought process. So you're letting her know that you find her attractive as a result of something that started from you. So you're not really putting her on a pedestal, even though you gave her a compliment. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a compliment, but it's more inclusive and it also inspires more conversation, and it doesn't put her on a pedestal above you. Another thing she talked about is being busy. Now she says, oh, you're probably playing 2K or whatever it is. Now you probably could be playing 2K, but here's the thing. If you're a man, you should actually be busy. You understand? If you are a man in this world, a productive man, you should actually be busy. You should have a job. You should be working out, and maybe you are playing 2K. You understand? If you have a hobby in video games, you should be playing video games, or maybe you're out playing some pickup basketball, or you're at the gym working out, or you're working on your business. You actually should be busy, bro. You get what I'm saying? You actually should be busy. So the thing is, you don't have to fake in front and sit there and wait by the phone on when to text her back. No, you should text her back when you actually find the free time, because you actually should be busy. Okay. Why? Because you're developing your life. You're developing your masculine identity, right? And for those of you guys that may have just started following me, let me explain what a masculine identity is. Your masculine identity is everything about you that makes you a man. Everything about your lifestyle, every choice that you make, every thought that you have, the way that you show up in any given situation. So as a man with a strong masculine identity, you should be busy. You should be working on things that are making your life better. So you may not actually have the time to text her back right away. And there's nothing wrong with that. And whatever she wants to think is whatever she wants to think. It really doesn't matter. What matters is the fact that you're actually busy, that you actually have a life that you are cultivating and developing for yourself and for your masculine identity. Another thing she mentions is planning the date in advance. All right. See, this is a part of time management, right? Because if you're out here in the game, more than likely you're going on multiple dates and you're possibly seeing multiple women, and you may have other things that you're trying to do too. You may have business meetings, you may have events to go to, parties to go to, and you should be taking yourself places, checking out the movies, going to an exhibit, doing what you do, whatever you enjoy doing, you should be doing that on a regular basis. So as far as time management, you plan the date based on that. A lot of times guys have their own life and then they meet a woman and they find her attractive and they cancel all their plans just so they could go out with this chick soon as possible. It's like, no, if my week is full, I can't see you till next week. You see what I'm saying? And that's real. You understand? So it's the same thing. You should actually be designing a dope life where if you meet someone, you don't necessarily have a bunch of time for her right away, right? She needs to gradually be worked into your schedule because you actually have great things to do for your own life. You see what I'm saying? So have discipline, have patience, and look at your schedule, have time management skills, and schedule time to see that woman when it is time. Never cancel your plans or switch up your life or do anything different, right? You want to, again, make sure you're living a dope life. Make sure you're doing enriching things for your own journey as a man. And then you fit her into that schedule, because ultimately that's what's going to make you more attractive to her anyway. Because if she realizes that you're the type of guy that drops everything just for her, through your actions, you are pedestaling her. And if you put her up on a pedestal, she's looking down on you. All right. The last point she gave, which was pretty decent, was to give instruction, right? Let a woman know what you're looking for. But here's the thing. Here's the caveat, guys, because a lot of these chicks, they're on these videos saying, oh, well, you should let a woman know exactly what you want. Here's the thing. Don't just tell a woman what you want from her, because then she could simply just behave that way to try to manipulate you. What you have to do is you have to give her actionable instruction which go with the qualities that you require of a woman. So if you guys been seeing each other for a couple of months and you know that ultimately in the long term, you're going to want a woman that knows how to cook, start giving her instructions to cook. If you know that you want a woman who will support your habits of working out, show her how to mix your protein shake. You understand? Make her come with you to the gym to film your workouts or whatever, so you can work on your form, as an example. I know there's a lot of stuff going on these days with the gyms and filming and all that. So, do with that what you will. But I'm just saying, figure out actionable instructions to give to a woman that will coach her into the characteristics that you require of a woman. Okay, so if you need help with certain things, if you're the type of guy where you like baseball cards, have her pick up a pack of baseball cards on her way to your house. I don't know. That's just I don't even know if people even mess with baseball cards anymore. But let's just say you like grape juice. When she's on the way over to your crib, be like, hey, I need you to stop at the store and get me some grape juice. You understand? It's actionable instructions to make her understand the characteristics that you require. Don't just sit there and be like, well, I'm looking for a woman that has this characteristic, that characteristic, this characteristic, that characteristic. Because once you say that, all she got to do, she could just play the part for a couple of months and use you and manipulate you however she wants. But see, when you just give her instruction based on those requirements, she may not necessarily know the requirements, but she understands the action. And if she's willing to execute the action according to your liking, then that shows true interest and the potential for a more substantial relationship. All right. So it's your boy, Miles Cunningham. Hope you got something from this video. Hope you're having a great day. Be good to yourself. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.